now like to call up my sister BBG, Brittany Zaretsky, for honorary lifetime membership.
Hi everyone. Okay. Before I start, I want to say that when I get nervous, for some reason I'm nervous about this, I tend to mispronounce words, and I'm like a little bit shaky, which is kind of weird. So just let that be known before I say the speech of my lifetime. Anyways, to light up my candle, I like to call upon the 41st Regional Board, Nico, Jamie, Jack, Ezra, Abby, Sean, Cindy Jacobs, Hannah Cohen, and Michelle, Sophia, and Michaela to read. And can Michelle and Sophia please use the raise hand function so I can actually see them, because you can't move people when you're spotlighted unless you don't want to turn your camera on. That's also totally fine.
Guys, can we 3, 2, 1 it? We need it to sound
Sure.
good.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, Eric's computer is so difficult to use. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. By the power vested in us by BYO Lake Ontario Region, we hereby welcome you, Brittany Zaretsky, as a lifetime member of the International Order of Neighborhood Girls.
May you continue to lead
with a free and joyous
heart and a mind that is filled
with
with
thoughts
thoughts
of deeds
of deeds that are pure
and noble.
Thank you. Before I start my live speech, I'd also like to show my candle. This is my candle. It's very beautiful. Thank you, Arlie. And this is a sticker that's really, really special to me. I actually couldn't find any at home, and I was almost in tears right before I came here. This is the sticker that represents my biggest accomplishment this year, which was LOR Takes Action, or Action Points. So this is the sticker that chapters won when they got like the biggest, when they reached the first milestone of their points. So Evan and I both I hope Evan did. I told him to do it. Good. So we both have matching stickers on our candles. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that before I start. Okay, I need to put this down because it's making me really nervous. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you all for coming here. I invited some people that are kind of super alums, not to make you feel old. So I'd like to thank everyone who I invited for coming and listening to my not super long, don't even worry about it, life speech. Okay, I'm gonna start. Although my time in BBYO began much later than some of the other BBGs speaking tonight, it quickly became the most impactful journey of my life. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Brittany Zaretsky, with a very awful middle name that I don't like to share out loud. And I've had the honor to serve as a regional Morad this past year, and have been a proud member of Clever Up BBG for the past 3. When I first joined BBYO, I was your typical confused new member who constantly needed a push to attend programs, especially regional programs. If it wasn't for Sophia Ribnick's strive and dedication to grow Hovey, even though everyone would have the strive and dedication to grow Hovey because it was 2 members strong, I wouldn't have been sitting here today. I wouldn't have been this person. I wouldn't have had any of the experiences I've had. So Sophia, I'd like to personally thank you for just pushing me and getting me to where I am today, because everything that I said is 100% true about that. When I first joined, I was super shy. I know, hard to believe. I had no confidence and, quite frankly, had zero interest in learning about BBYO. I just wanted something to fill my weeks. I was super bored at home. But little did I know that the girl who joined Michelle Tanner, Maya London, and Jillian Sherman, which I know are all here sitting in their little circle at the DCCC Community Center, at the DCCC, I wouldn't be who I am today, like I said a million times. Okay, I spent a long time regretting not taking BBYO seriously for a year after I joined. I felt like I'd missed out on so many opportunities and possible friendships. Eventually, I realized that your BBYO journey has nothing to do with how long you've been in it, nothing to do with your titles, nothing to do with any of that. It's purely the impact you've made and the way you feel about leaving. I served as your regional Mora, but when I get deinstalled, I won't stop being your regional Mora. I'll still be the leader that cares deeply about each of you and wants each of you to succeed. I'll still be the leader that says, hey girly text or hey gal pal text, ask you your favorite sandwich combos, swear by cucumbers and ketchups, talk too fast, make you send selfies, even though when you're supposed to be sending emojis to like confirm our text, I always make my counterparts send selfies because like I want to see what they're doing in the moment. You know, I'm pretty nosy. So I'm still going to be that leader because that's who BBYO made me and that's who I'm going to continue to be. I really truly feel like I found myself in this movement, and I feel like I'm ready to have new experiences with a better understanding of who I am. So my first piece of advice is to use BBYO. I'm really surprised that I'm not crying, and I'm really surprised that our board here is being really quiet. I kind of have been yelling at them. They're not allowed to talk during my speech. No, please don't talk. You guys are doing amazing. So my first piece of advice is to use BBYO to learn new things and get to know who you are as a person. Take the time to learn about opportunities and don't be afraid to do the things that freaking scare the heck out of you. Get to know someone new and teach them about yourself. And let them teach them something new about yourself. I mean, you never know what you can discover about yourself and the world around you without trying new things. BBYO fosters an environment of new opportunity and relationships. It's difficult to find such an incredible group of people that are proud of you for failing. Because, and here's a new math equation for you, failing equals growth. And Mr. Nico Wilhelm, who is also here, has taught me that, and he has smiled every time I've told him I'd failed, and he has really inspired me that failing equals growth. It's a math equation. It makes perfect sense. Where am I? So many people, with that said, so many people have taught me different things in this organization, and I don't want to, I will miss people in this list, but I just want you guys to know that each and every one of you on this call has impacted me and taught me new things, but here's just a few. Jillian Sherman taught me to manage my time and that I'm cool enough to go to a uni party with her. Maya London taught me that Crocs are cool, and I do wear Crocs, and she wore Crocs. There's pictures on the Instagram with her in Crocs. So she taught me that Crocs are cool. Michelle Tanner and Sophia Ribnick taught me that if I try hard enough, if I work hard enough, not try hard enough, if I work hard enough, I can achieve anything. Sydney Ovadia and Dahlia Wright taught me to just go for it. Hannah Cohen, Leora, and Josh taught me how much one can grow. Kevin taught me how to organize my thoughts. Ray taught me to be confident. Hannah Aviv taught me that I'm actually pretty funny. And I also want to thank Elisa, my chapter advisor, for supporting me, my chapter advisor pre-Hannah. And of course, everyone in Chavurah and Exodus has taught me that I have a place to call home and that I can constantly smile with a certain group of people. My next piece of advice is to be the person that makes other people smile. After all, BBYO is about making people happy, regardless of whatever is going on in our outside world. This is our place where everyone can just be happy. The best leaders in the region are the ones that break the silence, make people laugh, go off script, and just have a good freaking time. My mouth is getting really freaking dry. Oh my God. I'm okay. Thank you. Actually, yes, please. Okay, sorry. So I have a little story, and it's about Ethan Cohen, and unfortunately he couldn't make it, but I'm going to tell it anyways. The first time I encountered this type of leader who makes people smile was at my first convention, Spring Convention 2019. And it was the end of Maccabia, and we were getting ready for a really big cheer off. And I remember, so I was on the purple team with Ethan Cohen and Mitchell Rubenstein, and Jack Rosenbaum's team, everyone was like swimming, pretending they were swimming and like being like super high energy, and Rourke and Michaela's team were like stirring some like invisible pot of tea, and like they were, thank you so much, Eric. Rourke and Michaela's team were like stirring some like random pot, and they were like just being really cool. And I turned to my team, and Mitchell Rubenstein is like trying to climb on the pole, and Ethan is nowhere to be found. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. My team has nothing prepared. Then I don't know, 22 seconds before the cheer off, Ethan gets us all together and says, guys, name 3 things that are purple. And for some random freaking reason, we chose grapes, Thanos, and eggplants. And so when it was our time, we all got super down low, and at the top of our lungs, Dylan Brown remembers this, at the top of our lungs, let it be known, we sang, well, I don't remember the order, eggplants, grapes, and Thanos. Eggplants, grapes, and Thanos. And it was the most fun I had ever had. Oh my God. I'm such a mess. It was the most fun I ever had. So I encourage you all to be these types of leaders. Be silly, be wacky, be crazy. After all, BBYO is about making people happy. Since then, I've always tried to be that person, to be the Ethan Cohen, to be random. And this year at Macavia, that happened a few hours ago, or a lot of hours ago, because this life has been taking forever. I actually did a similar thing, which I didn't notice until after I had done it. But it was time for our cheers, and I was on red team, and I wasn't the team captain or anything, but we couldn't decide on a cheer, and I decided that my team should do a really awkward silent dance. And so we did this really awkward dance, and sure enough, it won most creative cheer. That just goes to show you that BBYO is about full circle moments. It's about someone being super incredible, getting in, leaving their legacy, and then other people making it amazing. So yeah, I do want to do some thank yous. To my chapter board, thank you for pushing me, supporting me, and making me be the best leader I could have ever been. And Evan, thank you for believing in me and grounding in me and getting my ideas from crazy to reality. So many people I've worked with. Thank you to all my counterparts for making me so proud. It's such an incredible feeling to have 3 of your counterparts run for your position regionally. So I wish you all so much luck tomorrow, and I'm so insanely proud of how you've led your chapter with grace. And to all of Levy, I'm going to spend an hour at Chapter Life talking to each of you about how you've impacted me. And I want to thank Mr. Josh Zaretsky. So if you can put your raise hand function, that'd be awesome as well. Josh, I am insanely proud of you and of the leader you've become. Watching your confidence skyrocket and your friend circle grow has made me so happy, and I'm so confident that you'll continue my legacy and continue to make me proud as the years go by. So I love you. And before I end off, I do have something else to say. This is not only an important day in my BBYO journey, it's also a milestone in another journey that I've been on. Along with all I've mentioned, BBYO connected me to someone that quickly became the most important person in my life. Today marks 2 years since Jack Rosenbaum and I have been together. So if you could also use your raise hand function, that'd be awesome. Jack, I really couldn't have been happier with you. You are my complete and utter support system. You've believed in me. You've pushed me to be the best version of myself. You're so inspiring to all these Olives and BBG sitting on this call. And I couldn't have done so much without you. Okay, so to end off, I have a command for you all. I'm not going to end crying. I'm not going to be sappy. Because BBYO has been online, nobody has been standing in the corner alone, because on Zoom, you don't feel alone. So as your current regional Mora, when in-person programming resumes, I command each and every one of you on this call that's not an alum to promise me that each of you will talk to new members, and don't let new members be alone, because sometimes people forget how to do that because of virtual programming for a year and a half. So I hope that I know each of you will make me proud, and I hope that you continue my legacy in the bestest way. BBYO, throughout this craziness, BBYO was still its own world. It remained constant during the unknown. Through a province-wide lockdown, BBYO forced me to get up and dance my heart out on a Zoom screen no matter what, in front of my favorite people. And that's why this place is so special to me. No matter where you end up in life, never ever forget about this magical place we call home, because even when you graduate, you can always come back home. Okay. Submitted with undying love for BBYO not being canceled. Hashtag Maureen wins, the Foreman Brothers head bops, hey girlies, LOR takes action, all those who came before me, all those who will come after me, our board Global Shabbat, that senior chill in November, kayaks, Eric putting Kevin on his balloon at Bohart, LOR seniors, senior BBGs, spending 8 hours doing mid-8 deliveries, Jonah getting his luggage at IC, David White's trying to get Musketeer points, your 40th regional Owl of Musketeer, 41 is so fun, the empty beef chart, Jeffy making fun of me for putting on a third layered outdoor R-board meetings, Jeffy wearing short shorts at outdoor R-board meetings, Jeffy yelling at me at outdoor R-board meetings, Exodus AZ number 1111, Clever BBG number 2307, Lakeland Ontario Region number 36, and the International Freaking Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls. I forever remain Brittany Diane Zaretsky. I hate my middle name. A damn proud honorary lifetime member of Chapter Cleverot and Lake Ontario Region. To blow out my life candle, I call upon all of Cleverot and Exodus and Mr. Josh and Miss Leora to read.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
I'm glad you're unmuted. First step.
Okay, are we counting down?
Is Leora present? That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, but by the power vested in us by Lake Ontario Region and the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls, we hereby induct you, Brittany Diane Zaretsky, as a lifetime member.